Welcome back. Young and old took to the streets last night as they celebrated Halloween. I'm sure you did as well. Most of the kids had to wrap up as they went up trick-or-treating. Most collected enough candy, though, to last them for about a month, I'd say. Top costumes this year were princesses, apparently, and action heroes. But in recent years, you know, a lot of these costumes are becoming less traditional, a little more skimpy, at least for the adults. So let's talk about some of this. On our panel today, Scott Fox, morning show host of Z103.5, and in Toronto, Kat Callaghan is with us. She's a blogger for Hollywood Headlines. Good to see you guys.
Good morning.
Morning. So how was the Halloween?
Halloween was great. A lot of kids where I was.
Same here, a lot of kids.
Yeah, and Kat, did you kind of go skimpy? Did you have a party where you sort of put your sexy on? This is the new trend.
It is so the new trend, and my costume actually was kind of one of those scandalous ones, but I added things to it to make it not so scandalous, because I just felt like I might be at the age where I don't know if I should be doing that anymore.
So it was demure scandal you were going for.
There you go, yeah.
So you had a sexy costume that you made less sexy?
Sexy toned down.
Well, here's why, Scott. It's hard as a woman to go to a costume store now and find something that is not sexy. I saw a sexy Cinderella outfit, for crying out loud. They're now sexifying, if you will, Disney characters and things like that. So it's really hard as a woman not to find one like that.
Kat, you have got a point, because I don't know if we've got this picture, but Big Bird, okay? Big Bird for those who are politically inclined because of the comments that were made during the debates, political debates, huge. But look what they've done here. This is like a sexy flapper-style Big Bird costume, Kat. And
yeah, it's a little ridiculous if you ask me. I saw a sexy Angry Birds one someone was wearing.
How do you do sexy Angry Bird?
Thank you. I don't know.
Okay.
I don't know why we're making these costumes sexy, because I think they're just kind of borderline comical.
But is sexy better than scary? Maybe, you know, the scary, people aren't into scary, they're a little more into the sexy part, and this is where the costumes are going.
Yeah, I think that it all depends on who you are. And some people look great. Don't get me wrong. I think that if you can get away with wearing something sexy that shows a little bit of leg or whatever.
Okay, Scott's dying to say something here, so let's you know, hand it to him.
Isn't Halloween though the time when you get a chance to be someone else for one night only? So if you're
well, you know, that says we're not sexy normally though, Scott.
No,
so we got to pretend we're someone else.
Okay, you might not normally wear a naughty nurse outfit. I mean, I don't know what you wear, but Halloween is the night where you can and get away with it. And Mean Girls had the best analogy. Halloween when you're a kid, that's an opportunity to go and trick-or-treat.
Paulina Gretzky, we should say, who's, I guess, released some pictures of herself in various outfits, or tweet. I think she's tweeting a lot of this stuff.
She looks great.
Yeah, she's taken it to a whole other level of sexy, or not much there.
Right. I don't think she's going door to door to collect candy on the 31st, but I imagine she'd be the hit at a party. She looks really good.
Should women be taking their cues from Paulina Gretzky? What do you think?
I think it all depends on who you are. If you're comfortable, clearly she has no problem stripping down. I mean, if you follow her on Twitter or you've seen anything regarding her, you know that she has no trouble doing that. And again, I think if she looks good, she's an adult, then she should be able to wear whatever she wants. I think
where's the equity, though, Kat? You know, where are the guy costumes? First of all, is what I want to know. Where are the guy pictures?
Where are those guy pictures? It's always.
I'm sure they're scrambling in the control room to get those going.
Yeah, that would be nice, because it's always the guys with the big beer bellies who try to dress up sexy. Well,
Scott, I mean, again, you're the guy on the panel here. You've got something to answer for.
Okay, well,
in my books.
In all fairness, though, I don't think either of you guys want to see me stripped down to boxer shorts on Halloween, and certainly not knocking on your door.
Well, you know, I don't work that closely with you, Scott, but Kat does. So, Kat, you know, I'm going to let you answer that. Kat?
Oh, gosh, really?
Is Scott wrong? Or?
You know what? If he's happy doing that, then I am happy for him. Again, I think it's all in your comfort level. If it's something comical and you feel comfortable, then go for it. That's what Halloween's about.
Okay, should we talk about what they're doing in Europe? I don't know if you guys have heard about this story. I mean, especially in France. I mean, this is the country that invented romance, you could argue, right? Well, the Prime Minister of France has now decided that his ministers need to go back to school. This is for anti-sexism classes. So the Equality Ministry set up these 45-minute gender equality sensitization sessions. So the ministers go in, they're trained to identify sexism in day-to-day life, how to avoid the stereotypes that are out there as well. And maybe this is coming from, I guess, back in July or so, the French housing minister was the victim of some hooting, some catcalls when she showed up wearing a nice little flowered dress. So I don't know, here we are in parts of North America during Halloween getting all crazy. In France, they're going, wait a minute, we have to be a little more demure, a little more thoughtful in terms of how we treat women.
Yeah, he also made some pretty insensitive comments about women not being able to wrap their minds around some technical concepts. So clearly
it's a bigger problem. Yeah, you're right.
It's a big problem, and that probably spawns from generations of that being bred into this guy and his family. It's probably been passed down. So, I mean, I'm glad they're taking the classes, but my question is, how did this guy get elected? Who didn't ask him questions to find out what his attitudes towards gender equality were when he was running?
Well, are you saying that's part of the political screening process, or that's what they should be looking at?
I think it's a valid thing to be able to know where they stand on issues like that.
But did these things, these situations, not take on a life of their own, where one individual, be it politics or any other sort of domain, where one person decides, they're going to throw something out there, see if anyone objects? Kat, have you seen situations like that where someone will take the risk, and no one says it's wrong, and it builds and builds?
I guess that does definitely happen. As far as trying to fix it doing this, I personally don't know how I don't know how I feel about that, just because I think some people, like Scott said, almost passed down generation to generation. Is it going to fix the problem? I don't really know at the end of the day.
Either way, he definitely should go through this training. He should find out exactly what sexism is and realize what a sexist he is. It's just shocking to me that he's even in power, having any influence over laws and policies for that country.
Are they just, are we more puritanical here, though? Or do we know what the fine line is, and in Europe, it's a little cloudier there?
Maybe it is a little more cloudy over there. Here, I'd like to be able to say that things are equal, and things should be equal, of course. It's just...
Have you ever seen anyone cross the line, though?
In our parliament, I can't remember anything recently, but I'm sure it happens. And no doubt there's cat calls that go back and forth across the aisle in the House of Commons, and the cameras don't always pick them up, but they're there. And it's unfortunate. It's really not the place for anything like that to happen.
So, I don't know, save it for Halloween? Not even for Halloween. Know the rules either way.
And can I just
say
with
what you say and what you wear. Should we end it there?
On the Halloween, go ahead and wear whatever you want, ladies, because I think you look good.
Yes, of course, of course. Yes, he would say
Scott, we're going to
that.
get the Halloween photos of what parties you've been at as
All right,
well.
absolutely.
Okay, Scott Fox joining us and Kat Callaghan. Thanks, guys.
Thank you.
Thank you.